We live in a world where we're forcing so much because so much of what we're doing isn't coming from a place of this is what I truly want. It's coming from a place of this is what I think I need to do, and this is what I think others want me to do, and this is how I'm going to feel validated. I think it's so important to understand what makes you shine brightly. We're all so different. Tapping into that difference is the most beautiful, magical thing you can do. That is what will lead us to success. Success in our capitalist world does tend to be associated with money and power and being at the top of the hierarchy. But for me, success means contentment. Once you start striving for fulfillment, deep fulfillment, rather than money and what society says is good, I do believe you will attract more friends, more opportunities, more money. Other people might judge you when you start to do something that's out of the ordinary, when you start to follow your passions. That's gonna come. I really do think that's a sign that you're shedding your skin. You're shedding your old life and your old identity, which meant that you were surrounded by people that didn't really appreciate who you are and what you're capable of. Hello, my YouTube family. Today we're going to be talking about why what you want wants you back. This might sound a little bit woo-woo-y, I understand that, but actually it's a very logical thing to say. You just need to give me time to explain this to you, so just stick with me. I believe that your most genuine desires and curiosities are your calling. They're your sole purpose and they're there for a reason. So what are your natural desires and pleasures? For me, I love going to a coffee shop. I love researching for my YouTube videos or an article. I love having deep conversations that explore emotions and psychology in the mind. That is me in my element. That is something that I choose to do, whether I make money from it or not. Acknowledging this truth and letting go of any shame attached to being somebody who talks about mental health and who posts on YouTube, letting go of that shame and making use of this inner passion and putting it out into the world has been the best thing I've ever done for myself. It's transformed my life. I really embraced my calling. It took time. Before that, I was really just living to please others. And now I've decided to live my life based upon what I enjoy doing and honouring my inner passions. I feel like not only have I received the benefits, but other people have received the benefits of me honouring my calling. I believe when you truly want something and you're able to follow that, then you really take advantage of that opportunity. If it comes from a place of real excitement, you tend to create really passionate work. You tend to really show up wholeheartedly. You tend to impress people. And this is what I mean by what you want wants you back. If I am doing a video about mental health, rest assured, because I'm so passionate about it, I'll be researching lots in advance. I'll be making sure that all my points are clear and concise and are going to be helpful. I make sure that I'm really excited about the topics I talk about. I give it my all. And I think you notice that. You notice that I'm passionate. You notice that I'm not just talking because I want to make money or I want to, I don't know, show off. I'm talking from a place of this is just something I really care about. And I think that translates, and that means that you guys then connect with me in the comment section and you get stuff from my video, I hope, that makes you feel good. And it's this very reciprocal relationship. And that is because I want this and therefore you want this back. It's energetically, it's right. Now, I'm very keen on rejigging the education system. It's something I'd love to get involved in the future, because I really believe that at school, we are not taught to lean on our curiosities. We're not taught to explore, we're taught to follow. We learn topics in very regimented ways. Science, maths, English, art, and we study these books and these artists, and it's very, this is what you do, this is what you do. We're spoon-fed as opposed to given a topic to explore and trusted to find the books that we want to read and explore the topics in our own unique way. There's just no trust. And I think this makes us good workers in a capitalist society. It makes us compliant workers. It makes us not question the systems that we're in that ultimately suppress us and suppress our beauty. What is your truth? What life do you want for yourself? Do you want a soft life? I certainly want to have time in nature. I'm not someone who thrives from going out clubbing and drinking lots and, having small talk. I love those deep, meaningful conversations. I love going for walks and picnics, and I love simple things actually. I don't like material things that much. I'm not that drawn to material things. Yes, I get excited about a new item of clothing every now and then, but I just love quality time with people. So what are you all about? I think it's so important to understand what makes you shine brightly. We're all so different. Tapping into that difference is the most beautiful, magical thing you can do. And I think that is what will lead us to success. Success in our capitalist world does tend to be associated with money and power and being at the top of the hierarchy. But for me, success means contentment. And I'm content when I'm able to write in a coffee shop for as long as I want and research a topic for as long as I want. That has been my guiding light. It's not been money or impressing lots of people, validation, external validation. It's been what is going to make unique me feel fulfilled. Once you start striving for fulfillment, deep fulfillment, rather than money and what society says is good, I do believe you will attract more friends, more opportunities, more money, maybe. Life will naturally flow the way that it's meant to flow for you. You will naturally gravitate towards people that are going to actually care for you. I do believe we all have a purpose. It's just really hard to find that and to gravitate towards that. You don't naturally just come to your purpose because, again, as I said, at school, we're taught to be these compliant workers. That's what school is about, really, isn't it? It teaches us to not really be that independent thinking and critical of society and the regimented path that is spoon-fed to us. We're taught to comply and to work really hard, hence why we're given homework even after hours and hours of time at school, instead of just being left to spend time with our family and relax and exercise and whatnot. It doesn't all stem from the education system, but it certainly has a part to play in why we follow instead of explore. And I do think the lack of trust that teachers have in us because of the way that, the whole system is set up, then translates into our own lack of trust. It translates into our adult life. I don't thrive in very kind of straightforward environments where we're straight talking and we get things done. I'm way more intuitive and open and emotional and creative. But I didn't really realise this until much later on in my life, because school does not allow you to explore. It destroys our uniqueness. Not destroys, that's a very strong word. And I realise some teachers are way more mindful of all this than others, but in my experience, my uniqueness was actually, it was destroyed. I think I had some of that when I was really young, when I was doing ballet and I was drawing. I really think I was tapping into that at a very young age, but I think I learned to not trust myself and to feel insecure at school. Just the whole environment, it led to me feeling excluded from friendship groups. It led to me feeling silly when I didn't understand topics like my friends did. It led to me suppressing a lot of my actual talents and my curiosities. And I think that is just so awful. I think it's so awful that the things that get us excited in life can be suppressed by school. The one thing that's meant to be shaping us to be these fully formed adults that can go out into the world. I honestly think if we listen to what we really want to do, maybe you want to be a painter, maybe you want to be a dancer, I think if we honour that, not only can we heal ourselves, but we can, heal the world around us. For example, if you have always wanted to be a chef, maybe you've always loved cooking and it just lights a fire in you every morning and you just get up and it's the first thing you want to do. That is so great. If you follow that, you're likely to do more and to cook more and explore more because you've got that passion. And maybe, you go vegan, and through your delicious, exciting food and passion, you can encourage lots of other people to go vegan. I really do believe we all have our own unique passions that can heal the world. If we seek to do good with our passions and our talents, we could do so much. And you know what's great with following your passions and your natural curiosities? It will be so much easier and less forced. I feel like we live in a world where we're forcing so much because so much of what we're doing isn't coming from a place of this is what I truly want. It's coming from a place of this is what I think I need to do. And this is what I think others want me to do. And this is how I'm going to feel validated. I think if we lean much more on self-validation, then we will live a life of ease to an extent. Obviously, when you're pursuing your passions, particularly if you're a creative in a capitalist world, you do need to persist and push a little bit, but ideas just come naturally to you when you're passionate, don't they? With my YouTube videos, I never run out of ideas. I really don't. I've got a list of ideas because I'm always thinking about my life as a woman in this world. I'm always thinking about how I'm feeling, and I'm always thinking about purpose. I'm always thinking about these things. So I've just got an abundance of ideas, and that helps me to be successful. A quote by this guy called Simon Bailey. You need to hear this. You would never have a desire for something unless you already had the capacity to make it happen. Let that sink in. Your frame of mind is so important. This is when I'm going to talk about lack mindset and abundant mindset and how this can really, really interfere with your journey towards success or fulfillment, should we say. Your mindset can help you achieve things, or it can stop you from trying in the first place. Obviously, there are kind of financial barriers, and we all have different backgrounds, which means that we have different situations that we're starting from. And I really want to recognize that. I do believe that when we've got that deep passion, we can be hopeful and we can create things. Your genuine desires are living within you for a reason. Your innate creative urges are so powerful. They really can mean that you do amazing things. Let them flow out of you instead of trying to bottle them up like we've been taught to do at school. Don't hide them. Don't try and forget about your passions. I know at first it might seem scary because other people might judge you when you start to do something that's out of the ordinary, when you start to follow your passions. That's going to come. I really do think that's a sign that you're shedding your skin. You're shedding your old life and your old identity, which meant that you were surrounded by people that didn't really appreciate who you are and what you're capable of. I think a bit of fear at the beginning is normal because you are, shedding that skin. You are letting go of that kind of old life and old version of yourself. But you just have to trust that you are putting yourself on a journey to deep fulfillment and endless excitement. I really want us to receive the full manifestation of what we desire. And you know what? I think the key to this is trust. Having trust in your passions, having trust in yourself, having trust that things will work out. We need to look at what mindset we're navigating from. Are you navigating from a lack mindset or an abundant mindset? A lack mindset or a scarcity mindset is a kind of focus on what you don't have, what you can't do. That lack mindset keeps you completely consumed with what you're lacking, usually kind of opportunities, money, time. A lack mindset can be so overwhelming and it can make you feel like your life isn't good and that you're stuck. And that feeling of being stuck is the most painful thing. I've been there and I know how heavy it is to feel like you're stuck and that no opportunity is going to come up and take you out of that reality, that unfulfilling reality. When we're trapped in that kind of lack mindset, things just seem to only get worse. And that lack mindset kind of gives you that tunnel vision, not even tunnel vision, because with that you have kind of light at the end of the tunnel. I think with that lack mindset, you just feel like you're surrounded by darkness. And I think actually that lack mindset is very tied up with kind of depression and anxiety. It's really hard when you're depressed to think positively and to focus on the things that you do have and on the people that do care for you and the opportunities that are there. That's certainly something that I'd encourage you to go to therapy on if you are, experiencing depression and you're struggling to come out of that. It's all well and good being like, I'm going to have an abundant mindset instead of a lack mindset. But addressing things like anxiety and depression, I think, is the first step. Once you've found the tools to come out of that or relieve that anxiety and depression, then we can look at that lack mindset. So an abundant mindset. If you see a lack mindset as a dark room, an abundant mindset is a lovely, beautiful landscape with green grass and flowers and animals and a little stream. It's beautiful, it's full of life. When we navigate from an abundant mindset, opportunities are everywhere. And we focus on what we can do, not what we can't. We recognize when we're navigating from an abundant mindset that if we seize that one opportunity, several more will probably pop up. Another thing that's so important for our friendships that an abundant mindset allows us to do is to let others succeed and to celebrate others when they are succeeding. I think that's something we struggle to do when we're thinking in that kind of lack mindset. We struggle to celebrate others' success. We think that there aren't enough opportunities to go around for all of us, but that's just not true. There are so many opportunities. Your friend experiencing success could mean that they offer up an opportunity for you. Repeat after me. I slow down and make more thoughtful, intentional decisions. I trust my inner desires will guide me down an exciting and fulfilling path. What I want wants me. I think I'm gonna end the video now. Please like, share, subscribe and comment. I do self-love coaching and decentering men coaching for women. I've got my email in the description if you are interested and we can talk further. I'm sending you so much love and I really hope that you feel powerful after watching this video. Let me know in the comment section.